Hey there, everybody. How are you? This is game one for my version of the Rakdos control deck. This is called Rakdos Ping Carnival deck, and be sure to check out my be sure to check out the deck tech. I'm sorry for this deck. And without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into the gameplay. So the hand that I keep for this match is consisting of a Bolt, a Thermal Alchemist, 4 lands, and a Chainers. I kept this hand because the Evolving Wilds will give me the red that I need to be able to cast everything I need to cast in this deck. So I also have Bazooka Bog in case I'm going against some grave stuff, some graveyard synergy. And my opponent actually starts off, so he starts off with Swamp, and let's see what he's going to do with that. He ends up taking my bolt with a duress. That's fine. So I go ahead and draw a rat, play my Evolving Wilds to get my mountain later on, and he castigates me, guys. He castigates my little rat. God, he took my rat away. How could he? Poor little rat. Couldn't even get into play in turn two. Anyways, I get my mountain, I play my swamp, and I play my Thermo Alchemist, one of the rising stars for the Rakdos Pink Carnival, baby. So this is what happens next. He untaps, he plays the swamp, and he passes the turn. I go ahead and ping him for one, and then I cast my Night's Whisper. Yeah, I draw two, and I take two. But then I have my Thermo Alchemist untapped, so that's fine. Okay, so he also draws some cards, and I respond with a little ping to the face. Okay, my Evolving Wilds is online, so I'm gonna go ahead and get a swamp. And he plays a swamp and passes a turn. I draw a swamp. Here I play a Bazooka Bog because I'm afraid he might have an angler. So I mean, one, two, three, 4 cards in the grave. One, two, three, 4 lands in play. I mean, he had four. I mean, yeah, he could have probably just casted that last turn, but that's what I was thinking, guys. I was like, I'm gonna play this Bazooka Bog right now because I don't want any grave stuff happening. So that's what I did. I was thinking, I don't know, that I might be going against BW Pestilence or something like that, but that was not the case. As you will see later on in the video. But I go ahead and cast my witches, cast my Kumbaji witches. I'm not sure how to pronounce her name, but anyways, I cast my witches and I leave 1 mana up for my peasant, which will cycle me a land. So basically, that's what's gonna happen. All right, he plays that, guys. That's a morph, dude. I was like, what? What are you doing, bro? And then in response to my cycling, look what he does. Just watch. I cycle. Actually, what I do is I ping him for one, then I cycle my peasant dude, my casting haggle. Uh, for those of you who don't know, that triggers Thermal Alchemist, making him untap, and I get to discard a card and draw a card. And in response, he ephemerated that thing, and look what he does. He makes 3 goblins, bro. That's crazy. That's just freaking crazy. Okay, so I draw a lot of alchemists. I put one down, and I pass the turn while my peasant is um, on an adventure. He is on an adventure, but he knows what's happening in this game. He has his eye in this game. He knows what everything that's going on. Like that. Like he saw that happening. The the rebound of ephemerate, making three more dudes. That's just oh God, that's so annoying. That's too many dudes. Oh, and y'all are gonna see what he's gonna do with all these dudes in a little bit. Just watch. Watch that. Boom. Boom. Harsh sustenance. Harsh sustenance deals X damage to any target and you gain X life or X's number of creatures you control. That worked out real well for him. Like 7 damage? Just drain you 7 damage? God. So what do I do now? I just, okay, sure. I just like ping his face and ping his little goblin, which I just now noticed I could have pinged it beforehand to make him gain 1 less life. But okay. Um, I untap, draw land, draw bounce land. And what I do now is I play a third member of the Rakdos Ping Carnival, baby. I ping him a little bit, and then I chainers to untap my pingers, which are the Thermal Alchemists. I play my land, and I bounce back a swamp. Now, why did I do that? Normally, you would bounce back Bazooka Bog, but I didn't see him having a lot of graveyard synergy, and at this point in time, I assumed he probably wouldn't use his graveyard that much, so I did not bounce back my Bazooka Bog. I bounced back a swamp. Um, and I can just play lands untapped to be able to, chainers him again if I have to, and then ping him a lot later. So that's what I thought, and I passed my turn with all my defenses up because you know he's got a lot of dudes over there. So yeah. So now what's happening? Okay, he took a while, I guess. Yeah, that's what happened. Okay, he terminates my witches, and in response, I try to get rid of a little goblin dude, and basically that's what happens. He takes her out, and then he does this. He plays another one of those. Okay, and then he attacks. I block 3 dudes. I block 3 dudes because 0-3 is a good def. And then I ping him. And now it's my turn. Um, yeah, 1 damage came through, but yeah. I drew a Spectre. Now this dude is awesome because I can cast him for 4 as a sorcery to keep the Rakdos Pink Carnival going, or I can cast him as a 4/5 Spectre who gains flying if your opponent has 2 or less cards in hand when he attacks. So what I do is I just ping him to death, and then I make him discard 2 and untap my Thermal Alchemists. Now my Reaper and my Merchant are both on an adventure together. A Merchant, Peasant, and a freaking Reaper of the Night Spectre. Don't mess with that peasant, bro. He has a Spectre right behind him. You know what I'm saying? There's a Spectre right behind him in an adventure. So here we go. I got my thermos back up, and I pass the turn. What he does now is he attacks, okay? So, okay, I have a land and guys to block, so I block. Okay, then I ping him. Or no, I don't ping him because he does that. So, before I ping him, he does this again to my face. Wow. And that kind of hurt. And that's like so cool, bro. I'm glad that worked out for him because that strategy, I mean, I never played against a deck like that that does that, you know? And it's really creative actually. And but it's just, I mean, if it works out, it's too strong. Like 5 damage now. The first time it was what, 7? And he drains it, bro. So now I just ping him a little bit, right? And this game is basically over because I drew land, or no, yeah, I drew land, and I could cast either the Spectre, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I could cast either the Spectre or the Merchant, but it really would not matter because, you know, I only have 4 dudes and he has 5 dudes, and I'm at like 1 life. Even though he has no cards in hand at this moment, 1 damage will end up coming through. So I just passed the turn, and yeah, I drew a rat dude. Um, yeah, he just attacks for the win. Like 1 is gonna pass. So if I had a bolt, I could even survive this, but yeah, it wasn't a bolt. So that's what happens. He just yeah, that's what happened. Sorry, he just freaking attacked me for 1 million and 1 came through to kill me. Why is this not playing? All right. So I'm not sure what's gonna happen here, but the game basically ended. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go to game 2 and show you guys what that was like. So for game 2, what I did is I took out 2 thorns. The I took out the 4 mana thorn card, the monarchs, and I put in 2 shrivels because goblins and -1s. So that's what I did. Let's see what happens here. I keep this hand. I play a Bloodfell Caves, gain 1. I kept this hand because I have the mana I need and I could like cast. I can cast everything that's in my hand. So basically, he plays a swamp, but no Duress this time. I draw a Night's Whisper, but I don't think. Yeah, I don't do that because I play Bajuka Bog. Okay, and that's about it. And I Ravens Crime him, taking away a creature, Thraben Inspector. That was really good. He castigates me because castigate is just really good, and he takes away my card. I don't even remember what card it was. I play my Thermo. He plays his Thraben. Okay. I have Pink Carnival online, at least for 1 damage. Now 2. What he does now is play a Skyfisher, brings back the Thraben, plays a Thraben, gets another clue, passes the turn. I ping him for 1, untap everything. What I do now is I ping him for 2, and I think I draw. I draw 2. Yeah, that's what I do. Draw a bolt, ping him, and I bolt the bird. I bolt the bird and untap the carnival. Carnival is online. What he does here is that again, so he has that and a lot of clues and stuff. I ping him for 2 more. Ping, ping, ping. Play my land, ping him for some more. Here, I bolted his Skyfisher again. Okay, so maybe I should have just chainers, because like 2 bolts and 2 thermals out there, that's a lot of damage. And I could have just like won a lot earlier, a lot sooner. But I ended up I guess, doing that. I don't know if that's a misplay, but you know, I just I wanted to get rid of it, so that's what I did. And untapped my thermos again. I mean, I have stuff in hand. I'm okay. Even though he has 6 cards, 5 now. He plays 2 more dudes. I ping him for some more. Ping, ping, ping. And he passes his turn. I ping him for some more. And I guess I win here because I play my chainers. He sacrifices something. I untap both Thermo Alchemists. Then I Thermo him again. I ping him again. Because this is Rakdos Ping Carnival, baby. Yeah. Then I play my Bolt. Cast my Bolt to the face, dealing 3 damage and 2 more from the Thermo, making that lethal damage for my opponent while he is tapped out. And that was game 2, guys. That's what happens when you go against Rakdos Pink Carnival. Yeah. And, it's kind of coincidence that it's Carnival here in Brazil. Yeah, next week. It's actually, I think it already started. Like, Carnival here starts before it even starts. It's crazy. It's so cool, too. I mean, I don't really go to parties or anything, but um, it's cool. Carnival's cool. Like, people have fun, I guess. Okay, so let's go to game 3. For game 3, what happens here? Let's see. Guys, for game 3, I kept this hand, okay? Um, like, I'm new at this, okay? I don't know how to, like, show y'all what I did sideboarding and stuff, so I'm just kind of, like, telling y'all what I did. And here, for game 3, like, for game 2, I took away 2 thorns, I put in 2 shrivels, okay? For game 3, I kept the 2 shrivels, I took away 1 specter, and I put in 1 cartouche, the black cartouche that, it comes in and gives your dude +1/+1 lifelink and -1/-1 counter on one of your guys, dude, or a target creature. And that's what I did, okay? I kept this hand because, I have 4 lands and I can cast stuff. It's not a very controlling hand, but I do have chainers and a bolt and a threat, so I mean, that's enough, I guess. And, I kept this hand, and he starts out with the mountain. I draw another land. I start out with my fetch. He comes out with a land and does that. Okay, filters. I get a mountain. I draw 2 more. Like, I didn't really have anything that I could do. I just drew 2 cards, and I drew a land and the cartouche, and that's just freaking awesome. Cause like I put the cartouche in here because I knew my opponent didn't have a lot of removals or anything. So um, it really paid off because my game plan here now is just to play my merchant and then cartouche him to death and attack. That's all I want to do. Even if he doesn't have any creatures in play for the -1/-1 counter. He puts in, he plays a Thrabin. I drew a Grumag. I hard casted the Merchant just because of what I told you guys. I want to just, I want to put pressure on him, and then if I can get the cartouche on my Merchant, it's going to be a 3/4 with lifelink, and it's going to just attack a lot. And, he was draining me last game, so I decided to drain him this game, and he plays a Duress. Good thing he didn't know what I was up to, because he took something else. He took a bolt instead of the cartouche. I think he did not know what the cartouche does. I don't know, but I mean it's just too powerful on the merchant because I'm just gonna attack. I mean I have removal. I have the chainers. So he brings back the Throbbing Inspector, keeps the Core Fisher in there. Core Skyfisher, sorry. That's what I do. I play the cartouche. I make his Core Skyfisher a little Core Skyfisher, and I just attack, bro. I just attack. That's what I do. He plays that, attacks for 1. I untap. I draw 2 more. Okay, sweet. And at this point in time, I can play another threat, and I just attack. He either blocks or takes it. He keeps attacking. So, like, that attack now left him without much blockers, I guess. And so the chainers that I did now, the chainers that I casted now, gave him a really hard choice. Either, sacrifice his blocker or his flyer, which he could like ephemerate or something. I don't know. But, you know, that was a really good play, I guess, playing the chainers. Because, I mean, if he sacrificed the Thriving Inspector, he would have no blockers. So he basically didn't have a choice there, I guess. So basically, I stick to my plan, which is just attack, attack, and attack while I drain them 3 life every turn. And Angler just keeps removing his blockers. He plays another blocker with more clues. Didn't see any morphs, ephemerates, and goblins this game. What I do now is, at the end of his turn, I used the merchant's ability, which is 3 mana, discard a card, and draw a card. So that's pretty cool. And I discarded a land card, drew another land card, and then on my draw, I drew a Chittering Rats, which ends up putting even more pressure on the opponent. I just stick to my plan to attack. I attack him. I attack him with all I got. He blocks. When I play Chittering Rats, he's like, okay, I quit. So he ended up quitting here. I guess it was just too much. He probably didn't have another blocker, and next turn I was gonna attack for a lot for lethal, and I still had a lightning bolt and terminate in hand. So this is Rakdos Ping Carnival, guys. It pings you, and it can ping you to death, like you saw in game 2. And the other win condition would be just playing these dudes and attacking. Like Angler is already a really big dude. I used two of them. But then now there's the Spectre, and the Spectre with the Merchant with the adventure ability, that's just awesome for Thermal Alchemist. That makes Rakdos Pink Carnival stay online the whole time. So I hope you guys liked this deck and this gameplay. I'm just starting out with Magic and with Magic on this channel, like with this channel and everything. So I really appreciate for all you guys who watched the video until now, and just don't forget to like and subscribe if you guys liked the video. Comment below with what you would have done, and that way I can also learn and become a better player myself. So thank you very much for watching the gameplay. I am recording every single video that I do in Portuguese and in English. I'm going to go ahead and just do that because that's what I've been wanting to do, and that's what I'm going to do. And so hope you guys like it. Hope you guys like the channel and enjoy it. And well, I'll see you guys in the next video. Okay, thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys later. See you later, guys.